chat room. What? I have a hydrate? I just sat down. Oh god, there is a hydrate. Dude! Okay, so I put some ice cubes into my water bottle last night before I went to bed. Now the water that I had in the water bottle, just as a precursor, the water that I had in the water bottle was not cold. It was like warm water. But I put some ice cubes in it, and then all the ice cubes melted, cooling down the water, of course. And then I went to bed. And I woke up in the morning, and my water was still ice cold. And look at that. Christopher with another high. You're wonderful. Dude, my water is still cold, actually. It's wild. It's a good water bottle. I enjoy it. How's the volume today? Take it down just a hair. I was running around the house chat room, making some lunch real quick right before the stream started. The Brussels Sprouts King has returned. Oh god, don't give me that title. James Castle. Sling Christopher Bradley. Hunter. And Repo Dragon's here too with the hydrate. You guys are gonna burn through all the hydrates in the first 10 seconds of the stream. We haven't even hit the button that shows us Minecraft yet. Ha ha ha. Hydro. Homies. Okay. Where are we? This is a world. This is a Minecraft experience. Let me first make sure I didn't miss any important message. You guys are great. You guys are wonderful. You guys are the best around. Alright, so last stream we left off not talking about Brussels sprouts because they're the most disgusting thing that's ever graced. No, wait, it can't be graced because that implies it's a good thing. They're the most disgusting thing that's ever cursed this planet. My eye's been twitching for over an hour. Dude, when you get those eye twitches, that's the worst. Oh man, Bradley struggling with his phone. You know what I'm struggling with? Chat room?
Remind yourself that
Candy
overconfidence
rabbits.
is a slow and insidious
Tier 2.
killer.
Overconfidence. Tier 2, 28 months. You're wonderful. Thank you. You know what I'm struggling with? You know what I'm struggling with? Some new neighbors just moved into the house right next door to us. And my favorite window to look out is also the window that's like, that is their favorite window to look out. Looks right into their favorite window to look out. So chat room, we're just both like standing in the window looking at each other. And now I just feel like a perv because I'm looking at my neighbor, but I'm not. I'm just looking out my window. And I want to look out my windows. I'm in quarantine. What do? Time for Nims to make quarantine friends. This is when you put up a piece of paper in the window asking for the name of their cat. I don't think that they have. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a piece of paper, and in Sharpie, I'm gonna write on it, "Not creeping. This is just my favorite window." Or not creeping, just watching for deer. Because we have a lot of deer around us. Or you just look out your window like a normal person. No, it's not possible. It's like directly into their window. That's where it is, or at least that's what it looks like. And we're just far enough away from each other. We're just far enough away from each other that they can't actually like see where I'm looking. They can only see that I'm standing in the window looking out, right? So there's no way that they could know that I'm looking for deer or just looking at nature, enjoying standing in the sunlight. They have no idea that that's what I'm doing. From their perspective, I probably just look like I'm like, hang on. I probably look like I'm just like staring directly into their. I probably look like this, just looking at them. But not from here. Not from here. It's like. This is probably what it's like. So I'm looking at all of the stuff in between our two houses. There's like trees here, there's deer, there's a little creek. There's all sorts of nature. But whenever I'm looking out this window and I'm looking down here, I can't help but to see their window. What am I supposed to do? Hi there. You look real good from across the way. Y'all making dinner? Oh, you're making chicken stroganoff. Oh, that sounds good. You want to come over here and share some of that with me? Oh yeah, look at you, making some stroganoff. That's right. You put it in the oven. Like, but this is what I feel like, dude. And I'm just like, look at the pretty deer. Oh, a cardinal. Oh, there's the bunny rabbit. Ah, standing in the sun feels so nice. But what they see is the creepy dude from Family Guy that's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, what do I do? I just want to look out my window and not feel like a pervert. I'm just gonna go knock on their door and I'm gonna be like, yo, we're your neighbors. We would make you food, but that seems really irresponsible in a quarantine. We should hang out sometime post-quarantine. But our favorite spot to just chill is this window, which is directly facing into your favorite window. So I promise I'm not creeping. I'm just looking at my window. At nature. So I don't know what to do, man. How do I approach that conversation? Hi guys, I'm the person that's been staring at you through your window. I live next door. Can we be friends so it's not weird that I stare at you through your fucking window? Because that's what I feel like I'm doing, man. Oh, God. That will get you shot. And they've just moved in, like, I don't know, within the last week or two. So chat room, I'm serious. I need help. No, I'm the crazy neighbor this time. What do I do? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send them a letter. Nah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put up, I'm gonna do this. Candy, you can't stop me. We're gonna do it, chat room. We're gonna do it. Okay, I have to be able to, in like 10 words or less, I'm gonna hang up. Let me go get a piece of paper. Okay, I have a sheet of paper. I need to find a Sharpie. We have 10 words or less to communicate with the neighbors. Okay, I have acquired a Sharpie. Okay, we have 10 words or less to communicate with the new neighbors who have just moved in, and our window faces directly into their window. So it's like, this is my house, right? And I'm like, yes, let me look outside. Lovely. Wonderful. But then their house is like right here. Right? So it's far enough away that you can't really make out what the other person's expressions are like. You can't, not a whole lot of anything. But it's close enough that I can be like, dude, there's definitely a person over there looking at me. Question, how many deer are there that frequent the place? Oh, dude, a dozen? Like, that's not even an exaggeration. I have photos on photos on photos of, you know, it's more than even a handful, like, literally like 10 deer in our moving through the neighborhood. This is a photo. I don't know if this is gonna work, but this doesn't really show anything. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. It's probably gonna be super blown out. Oh, dude, the green screen's turned on. But you can kind of tell. You can see all the freaking deer. And that's just that's the yard, dude. And there's even more. So like we get tons and tons of deer, and it's fun to just sit there and like watch them and just chill. And because you're in quarantine, you're like, oh God, I just want to go outside, but wait, the Rona's outside. I'm gonna get the cove. And then you're like, nah, so I'm gonna stay inside. I'm gonna say, because this is the inside of my house, I'm gonna stay inside, but then I'm gonna watch the deer from here. So, okay, we can put something in this window so that way them from their window. Ah, damn. Yeah. I wanted to fly through the window. So what can I put in my window that they can see from their window? Just wave at them? That feels even weirder. Hello, new neighbors. If you just let them be, they won't care? Dude, no, you don't understand. These windows are like peering into each other's soul. It's like intense eye contact, but from a house. Put a cardboard cutout of yourself in the window whenever you're not in the house. You're overthinking it. I don't care that I'm overthinking it. Oh, you're bringing me down, eyebrows. I'm sad now. I don't want to put a sign in the window anymore. I don't want to be friends with my neighbor anymore. I'm just gonna be Eeyore and I'm gonna be sad. Let's build a fishing farm. I am Eeyore. 4 fish types, 1 ink sac, 1 leather, 1 tripwire hook, 1 string. That's 8 items. We have 9 spots. 1 spot needs to go. Make a cooker for salmon and get cooked salmon. But what will we need cooked salmon for? We have golden carrots. Oh, bother. We can trade all of our potatoes and carrots for golden carrots. Is there anything else from my fishing farm that we might want? What was the black block beside the honey? There's no black blocks in here. Do you know how to fix your fishing farm on Bedrock? I do not. I am sorry. Oh, the blue block. I don't know how I got black. Blue? It's supposed to be representative of ender pearls. Trying to get rid of item frames, reduce world lag. But what is it? Cyan powdered concrete? Man, I can't think of anything else that comes out of a fishing farm that I would want to store. Is there any other stretch items that we might want? Put your stream rant about your conundrum on the neighbors, with the neighbors on Twitch. Then write the URL on your window. No, name tags are a treasure drop. So we're not gonna get them in 1.16. What if I took the output of the skeleton? What if we took the output of the skeleton grinder and also ran it into the same fish farm? That would then give us... villager trades. Minecraft. Glass bottles, are they gone now too? Water bottles still exist inside of fishing farms. However, we decided that we're not going to collect those because it would require a very intensive collection system. So, what is it, the Fletcher? No. Nobody buys bones, do they? Kind of. The Shepherd buys white dye. We have string that's gonna get added. Maybe it would make sense to bring bone into here because we're gonna have ink sacs which make black dye. If we bring the bone in, then we would be able to make white dye. White dye plus black dye is gray dye, and that's 3 different dye types that we'd be able to sell for emeralds. What is this that he's selling? Is it just wool? That's what I'll do. Is there a way that What's the societally acceptable way of sharing a... I'll just put my phone number in the window. I really like the idea of having a mason, of being able to just buy quartz blocks. That way we could decorate our base with quartz blocks and we could look fancy. Is this a better trade for ink sacks? A librarian? Than the black dye is? It probably is. And then this guy has multiple uses, right? You've got paper, enchanted books, ink sacks, glass, and name tags, all from the one dude. Okay, so this dude's out. What did we miss? Emily and I had to jump through a bunch of tax-related hoops. Did y'all get your Donnie dollars yet? I don't know if I got my Donnie dollars. I don't think I did. Hang on. I'm gonna look. Selena got her candy, got her Donnie dollars. No Donnie dollars for Nims. Feels bad, man. Nothing else in here is worth keeping. We're saving all the fish. I mean, bowls can't be worth it, can they? Is there anything else from the Darkroom mob farm that we wish we would have kept? Feathers. Every now and then, a zombie chicken jockey spawns, and we get feathers. Feathers combined together with ink sacs, to make written books. Have you done your taxes yet? Nope! But neither has Candy. Feathers are farmable. What do you mean they're farmable? Okay, what else comes out of a Darkroom mob farm? There was a whole bunch of items that we were debating between. Now I have the opportunity to take those items and add them over here. What could that be? feathers make sense. All the fancy witch drops? I mean, we're gathering most of the fancy witch drops between glowstone, redstone, spider eyes, and glass bottles. I think it's only the super derivative stuff, which is feathers. You're self-employed, your income is more flexible and changeable. Oh, right, I might not even be eligible, to be honest. I have no idea. Which is really disappointing, because I have no idea if it's just late for me, or if I'm not eligible. Which is kind of a problem of the thing. Eligibility for stimulus check. Lol, it's an autocomplete. Let me see if I'm gonna get my Donnie dollars. Oh. If you don't receive it by April 15th, well, that's today. I filed my 2018 return. Who's eligible? If you're a single US resident and have an adjusted gross income of less than $99,000, yes. I mean, head of household is I live with Candy, but that probably means I still file as if I'm single, right? Because we're not married. That's what you're supposed to do. I did file in 2018 in BD. Well, no idea. There was only a thing that basically said, are you head of household and do you earn 99,000 or less? And it's like yes and yes. I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so getting back into Minecraft and not Donnie dollars. Let's see, we've got... Yeah, I mean, it's just gotta be feathers, right? I could take the spot that we took out from the glass and put feathers in that spot. Feathers are used for... if you pay more than 51% of the bills for the house, meaning rent, mortgage, utilities, you are head of household. Now, head of household is if you have only dependents or kids, not if you live with GF. You have the preponderance of the burden on you. I don't know what preponderance means. That doesn't make any sense though, because how do roommates work in that situation? As far as the government is concerned, Selena and I would be roommates. Asking for tax advice from Chatroom does not seem like a good idea. Feather Minecraft. mean, we have arrows, which we don't need. But written books, so taking book plus ink sacs plus feather could be good. Is that it? Fletcher's buy feathers. Is that true? This is in Bedrock, not Java. Oh, there it is in Java. Fletcher buys a feather. Okay, let's make it feathers. Do we have another sign? No, okay. What's most representative of feathers is an item. We're done talking about taxes because I'm not going to take chat advice from, and I mean no offense by this, but strangers on the internet. American taxes, yeah, they're, yep. The government knows how much you owe them, but you have to figure it out yourself, and if you figure it out wrong, you're in trouble. Yeah. How does your system work? Feathers. We need something that's representative of feathers. And I also need to take this guy. Well, it can't be wool because we're already collecting string, and string is represented by wool. It has to be a full block, is the next qualifier. A bookshelf seems a little... Feathers make written books, and books make bookshelves. It's a little derivative, but it gets there. White concrete powder. I think I could go up right here. Put a slab there, and I think we'd have the momentum to glide across this last hopper. Have you found a mine shaft? I found a dual spawner there. Now I have more string that I know what to do with. Nope. The only spawner I've built around was a skeleton spawner. However, I have a darkroom mob farm that I'm pretty proud of, and this is supplying me with more than enough string. Additionally, the farm that the storage system that we're working on right now is a fishing farm storage system, and fishing farms can also fish up string, even in 1.16. Splat, splat. White concrete powder. How does one make white concrete powder? What about wait for the target block? I mean, I need to put something there to represent it now, though. White. That's what I needed. So much effort. White concrete powder. Does that look like feathers? I like where this guy's head's at. And like, also, how do I represent the 4 different fish? What is glazed terracotta? You were asking about drowned spawning avoidance the other day. Do jack-o'-lanterns light up the underwater sufficiently? You know, I've never tried. I don't have the answer to that question. I don't know. Glazed terracotta equals smelt terracotta again. And terracotta is the stuff that you get from mesas, right? I just need like a way of represent. How do you represent fish? It's just gonna have to be color. Bookshelves. Really, no bookshelves. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have a... I know that looks terrible, but that's gonna be feathers. Smelt a clay block, get regular terracotta. How do you... So we make a clay block, and then we smelt it? dye it, and then smelt it again. Okay, so what are the... Can I do a Google search on, like, glazed terracotta? Right? The orange glazed terracotta has so much blue in it. Oh, I can't even click it. Because it just goes back to glazed terracotta. Wow. Lime glazed is the prettiest. Like, brown glazed could represent cod. Red glazed could represent salmon. Yellow glazed could represent pufferfish. Orange glazed to represent the clownfish. Google Images. Dude, I don't want to trust Google Images. Okay, so whatever this is, it's definitely pufferfish. This is definitely salmon. That just screams salmon to me. Those are 2x2s though? I mean, it's fine. Vekomis? With the brand new sub. The brand new tasty Prime sub. Thank you very much, my dude. You're a freaking legend, man. 115, they have mob heads, don't they? I mean, yes, mob heads are in the game. Alright, I think I'm sold. We're gonna make some glazed terracotta. And it's what? So yellow, red, orange, and brown. Uskal. I was literally just going back to be like, okay, so what colors were those? So you got it. You're now the keeper of colors. Yellow, red, orange, brown. Yellow, red, orange, brown. So we're not using concrete powder then. I need to make yellow. Yellow. And then how do you make... Ooh, I have to make 8 at a time? That's gonna take so freaking long. What is this? Gennard Light with a 500-bit tip? Your neighbor rant was the most entertaining thing I've seen in quarantine. Thanks for that. Have a great stream. Oh, well, feels bad that it ended so abruptly. I really wanted to get a sign up so that way we could, by the end of the stream, maybe they would have a sign up and then we'd be able to communicate with them. We'd be able to communicate with the foreign species. But then chat room made me feel bad. that I even had those thoughts. And then Charo made me second guess myself. And I got really sad. Okay, so yellow's being made. Yellow, red, orange. What? Brown. So we just need some poppies to make the red. The neighbor rant? Yeah. Well, that's clearly not going to be enough terracotta. Where's the best place to find clay in bulk? Maybe that's what we do. We'll put up a sign in the window that says something like, "Welcome to the neighborhood. We'll bring you a welcome to the neighborhood pie once quarantine is over." That's too many words. Best place to find clay. Shallow waters of a swamp. I don't care about this white dye. My inventory is always overflowing. This is such a tedious process. Who would ever use terracotta in bulk? What is happening here? Which way was home? Use a shovel with silk touch? I don't have a silk touch shovel. Find a lot of terracotta and maces. This isn't ready yet. I think. Zombie chill. You have a villager breeder, get a librarian with Silk Touch? No, but that's another tool that I would need to carry in my inventory, and do you see how full my inventory already is? I don't have any space for any more things. Okay, Keeper of Colors, where are you at? I have red. Don't I also need to make orange or something? What were my colors? I have yellow, so it's like red, orange. What was the last one? Orange and brown. Okay, well, we got the orange then. Brown. All right, so cocoa beans. Brown dye. Why does that just look like a poopy? It just looks straight up like a poopy. Like somebody just dumped in my inventory. Why? Okay. Did we like skip that one or just run out of fuel? We really need to get the bamboo farm up to snuff so it can handle projects like this. Okay, so we want red, orange, brown. Red, brown, orange, red, black. We don't need those anymore. Orange, brown. We actually don't need them at all. Mason cell terracotta and glazed terracotta seems to be the easiest way for someone who's filthy rich. I don't know if I have enough emeralds to do that. It's obvious sarcasm. All right, so we need realistically just one of each of these, but we've kind of committed. All right. There's our 4 fishies. Good Lord, with the hydrate! I was looking for my water bottle.
Listen, man.
Bloop. Cheers, bud. Thank you. 4 fish types. It's directional. That even kind of looks like a clownfish there, actually. Okay, I like this design. I think that these are pretty representative of the things that we want them to be. So how do we organize them? Currently we have ink sacs, string, and feathers. So I mean it's 2 and 2. Do we just go 1, 2, 3, 4? That almost looks like a bee or a honeycomb. Okay, so then there's our 4 fish types. We've got ink sacs right there. We've got, so it's tripwire hooks and leather that remains. Tripwire hooks and leather. How would you represent tripwire hooks or leather in a solid block? Iron for tripwire hooks? Okay, I can see it. You could also use sponge for puffer, I guess. It's true, except I don't have any sponge. Are tripwire hooks entities? I mean, I don't... It would look very strange if they were the only non-solid block thing in here. Soul sand for leather. Soul sand for leather. Do you think soul sand looks like leather? The one villager table thing for leather. I mean, maybe. I mean, tripwire hooks, iron, it kind of makes sense. It makes as much sense than freaking bookcase for feathers. The one villager table thing. What villager table thing? Villager trades Minecraft. Maybe it's in here. And this will tell me what you mean. I have to be a little bit hesitant with placing down villager tables. Because they're both block entities. Or tile entities. And they could give traders... So like the shepherd kind of looks leathery. They're tile entities and they can change villager trades. Yeah, I want to try to avoid that at all costs. So let's try again. Something that looks leathery. Soul sand is the current best. If I got any leathery things. Maybe acacia planks for leather, kind of the same color. I could give it to you. I don't know, just regular terracotta. Brick is almost the same color. You can use diorite for feathers because it looks like bird poop. It's probably better than what we've got. It's better than a bookshelf for sure. I don't know, I think regular terracotta is a little bit more accurate than soul sand is for leather. A brick? Isn't a brick block really, kelp? I mean, that's just, they look black, don't they? Or can you have a non-dried kelp block? No. You just have to smelt it, huh? The crafting book might show you. I mean, I think the regular terracotta is probably the closest. Let's go give it a try. Hope you are well, sir. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so we already decided that this comes out. Chat room was bullying me earlier. That made me sad. Does that kind of look like feathers? Maybe it looks like a pile of feathers. Yeah, I'm on board. And leather? Yeah, I think that that could be leather. There's a lot of white elements here. Is there a different way that we could represent tripwire hooks? Maybe with just oak planks might be better. Hay block for leather because cows eat hay? I think that this is the... I mean, we had that same sort of logical leap in order to get bookshelf, and I think this just looks like... feather. This looks more like feathers than a bookshelf did. Wow, the only person that ever messages me, and it's automated messages from like Snapchat. Feels bad, man. Got no friends. How do we feel about this? Clownfish, I think, came out much better than I expected. Salmon cod. I like the glazed terracotta. I think that the rough diorite's good. I think that this works. I think that it's good. Yeah, I think that it's good. I was just thinking about it, and I was like, is there anything else that we could put over in that area? Nah, not really. Okay. Well, does that mean that we then have our filters set up? Yeah. Let's go ahead and get the filters set up. We need, like, one of all of these things. I don't know if I have the inventory space for one of all of those things. Red Ninja, how's it going, my dude? Here's what we'll do. And now we should definitely have the space for one of all of those things. So all 4 fish types, tripwire hooks. All of this. There should be like, what did we decide? 9 items? We're missing a bunch. We're missing clownfish for sure. Okay, so this one's supposed to be salmon. We also need to get all of our placeholder blocks. Dude. So that one's salmon, which means that cod's got to be right next to it. Which means tripwire hooks are right next to that. Do I not have any tripwire hooks? I thought I looked. I'm an idiot. Okay, so then tripwire hooks over here. Nice. Music is real calming. Well, hey. I'm glad you appreciate. I think that this is ink sacs. Flat. I can't see what it is. I don't remember. Okay, so that was ink sacs. Ah, this is feathers. I don't even know if I have feathers. So we have feathers, string, leather, clownfish, which we don't have, pufferfish. And I also need to make some more placeholder blocks. We're gonna lose a level, which feels real bad. Dude, that's cool! But also maybe you should see a doctor. Feather? Feather. Stuff that can be taken out of here. No feathers? What was the other thing that we needed? What happened to the automated chicken farm? We just don't have one. We've never built one in this world. No feathers. I see a target. I have acquired a target. Target neutralized. But we'll repopulate. We'll repopulate. Okay, maybe we won't repopulate. So the center. So this is salmon, cod, tripwire hooks, ink sacs, feathers, which we'll just go ahead and put that there. This should be string, leather, clownfish, pufferfish. All right, chat room, find your best AMA questionnaires. We're about to have to AFK fish. Which means I'm gonna have a moment to answer the best questions chat room can throw at me. Any and all questions. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna put it in there so that way we can actually, like, visually see it. But don't send them yet. Just get them prepped. Just get them prepped. Because I've got to go catch a clownfish. Oh, that's got to be where the clownfish goes. Sick nasty. Cool. Did we not have enough salmon? No. Okay. And let's go put up these extra spider eyes that we had just lying around. Okay, chat room, lay 'em on me. Whatever you've got, AMA time. If Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's, how many Rob Lowe's could Rob Lowe rob? If Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's, Rob Lowe would rob all the Lowe's. If Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's, how many Rob Lowe's would Lowe's rob Rob? At which point would you consider the world one? At which point would you consider the world one? I definitely want to make a guardian farm. I definitely want to make a proper witch farm. Probably a gold farm in the nether. Blaze farm. But I don't think we need a Blaze farm, TBH. A Wither Skull farm. So a Guardian farm. For sure. A Witch farm is not even... I don't even know about Witch farm, if I'm being honest. Definitely a Guardian farm. Definitely a Gold farm. Definitely a Wither Skull farm. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I would want to accomplish in the world before I would say that I've done everything that I wanted to do. A Guardian farm, a Gold farm, and a Wither Skull farm. We could do all the achievements in hardcore. That could be like our grand finale. But definitely those 3 things, for sure. Is there anything else in our book that we have? I'm actually curious. Guardian farm, fishing storage, tree farm storage, a raid farm. Okay. So we can get rid of the tree farm storage. That's done. So a Guardian farm, a Gold farm, a Wither Skull farm. Was there anything else on the list that I said? Oh, well, yeah, that's it. Trident farm? Yeah, I do want to get a trident and play around with the trident, but I don't think we need to build a farm for it. At Nims, would it be possible to make an AFK Weather Skull farm if you use wolves like your skeleton farm? 100%, actually. I watched... It was either Ilmango or Rayworks. I don't remember which. I get those guys confused all the time. But it was either one of them. He did exactly that recently. When do you plan on making the Cute Animals tab in Discord? Since you've already told us you would do that twice. That's a good question. Oh man. Okay. Thinking emoji. Remind me at the end of this stream and I'll work on doing it tonight. How about that? What's your instrument in the band, Nims? The instrument that I like the most is just that heavily... I don't know what it's called. It's a guitar for sure, but it's an electric guitar with one of those pedals that makes it sound wild. Like Stephen Vai guitar sound. That's what I want. Like if there were enough hours, if there were an infinite amount of time that I could spend in this world and learn all the skills, one of the, maybe even in this life, in the one that I get, maybe I even still try to pick up the guitar and learn how to play like a proper electric guitar. Stephen Vai style. Have you seen Fruits Basket? I've never even heard of it, so no. I have no idea, no context what it is. I have no knowledge of it ever existing at all in this timeline or in any other timeline. You could get enchants from fish farms, not in 1.16, and we're planning the new storage system for the 1.16 storage system. Do you watch any other Minecraft Let's Plays for fun? On and off. Yeah, I would say on and off I do. I enjoyed Ethos. That's who I probably watched the most. A lot of the Minecraft Let's Plays end up doing the and bear with me here, this is gonna be super obnoxious. Oh my gosh! Guys, today we're back and now we're gonna be, oh, look at this! I finally found a golden apple! Ah! Ah! Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video if you like golden apples too! And I'm like, no, no, no. Stop. 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 No. And like it kills me. And that's what so many Minecraft Let's Plays are going towards. So I enjoy Etho for sure because he's never done that. I feel like Mumbo's getting kind of bad. I'm dusting my desk right now. I feel like Mumbo's getting kind of bad too. Not in his video content, but like in his titles. I don't know how to describe it. Like, he just makes things for the meme, for the joke. He's not actually making. He's not playing Minecraft for the experience anymore. He's playing Minecraft to make content. And I think that that's so obvious when you actually sit down and watch his videos. He's no longer interested in I don't know what you'd call it, just traditional Minecraft. So I don't really watch Mumbo anymore. Yeah, that's so I don't know, not so much lately. I definitely feel like there's a hole in the Minecraft community. I love it when some YouTube folks say like, go for 4,000 likes. Let's check and see if we caught one. We still haven't caught one. We kind of pufferfish. I just need one clownfish, chat room. That's all I want in this workaday world. Nims, do you like snakes? I don't like snakes, but I don't dislike snakes either. The larger the snake, the more I like it. The larger the snake, the more I like it. Yeah, that's correct. If it's a little tiny thing that like, ugh, God, oh, no. That's just a glorified, like, bug. No. But, like a big old python? Oh, dude, I'm fine. Just don't poop on me. But we good. We can be friends. I enjoy green stuff because it's hilarious to me, but I enjoy that type of stuff. I mean, Minecraft aesthetically has never done anything to me, and like Green feels more like aesthetics. It feels like a reality show of an interior designer is what Green stuff feels like to me. And that, you know, clearly I like Minecraft for the technical aspect. So like Green never really struck a chord with me. I really liked when Mumbo was like making serious redstone, because he and I kind of filled the same hole, the same niche, is approachable redstone for the everyman. And now he's turned from approachable redstone for the everyman into like meme builds, which are still interesting and still good content. It's just meme builds. And it's not like, he's not playing Minecraft for him anymore. He's playing Minecraft for the sake of making content. And it just doesn't feel the same to me. If he's still having fun, then good. If he's still enjoying it, if he's redefined what it is to play for himself, then that's also okay. But it's not for me. Like doing stuff for the lulz, it's just, I don't know, it's lost on me. I don't know who Python is. Do you like yourself? Asking the real questions. Mostly, I think. I like the way my brain works. I like the way I think. I like the way... I wish I carried myself a little bit better, but overall I'm pretty fine with it. You know, getting older sucks, and it's not fun to watch. It's not fun to watch your body slowly decline into the inevitability of time. But like that's just something everybody experiences. It's not fun. So specifically, it's not fun to watch yourself go bald, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's not fun that like my knee aches all the time now. There's nothing I can really do about it. I don't mean to sound biased, but I find you more of a serious Minecraft person. I think that's fair. Just joined at the right time. I totally agree with you on the hermits. What are the specs of your fishing rod? It's a capped out fishing rod. Lure 3, Unbreaking 3, Mending, Luck of the Sea 3. Clearly we're fishing in rain, which also means that we have access to the sky. And this specific fishing farm is important because if you're using a fence plus a pressure plate, it doesn't get the rain bonus, which is wild. So we're specifically trying to fish up a clownfish because we're in the process of building a sorting room that'll be able to sort the items that we care about post 116. Oh, hey, we got a clownfish. Okay, we're done. We're done. So, Lure 3, Mending, Luck of the Sea 3, Unbreaking. And we call it the Nimrod, because I am Nims. Okay, it goes into the middle one. And there it is. So, filtered, 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 filtered. Good. Filtered and filtered. Okay, so everything that we're interested in filtering is now filtered. Go ahead and put some of this stuff in here. Okay, just making sure I picked it up. Okay, so the first thing, of course the pufferfish is just immediately going to be collected. And then salmon should be in... There it is. The very last one. Okay, what about all this raw cod? Blah. Slides right on through, and it got picked up right here. And there it is, being correctly sorted. I think it counts down to 40, 41, yeah. And it doesn't matter if it made it into the chest. All that matters is that it's in the filter, and it is. Okay, so we have two things that we want to do. We want to bring over the string into this, so that way... We want to bring the string over into this, so that way we can also trade, because fishermen will buy the 4 fish types, but they'll also buy string, which I think is really cool. So we want to take the string that we're getting from the fishing farm and the string that we get from the Darkroom mob farm and put them both into this chest. Emily was confused by me remapping my Switch Pro controller. I remapped A and B to B and A, so it would be a little bit more... Yeah, I can't. Dude, Candy has a Switch Lite, and I just can't use it because it's like B is where A should be and A is where B should be. And it just all feels backwards. Doing Mythic Dungeons is scary. Yo, we did some Mythic 12s this morning. That was a good time. Okay, what other things do we want here? So we're almost done with this, actually. The placeholders, so... You can do Mythic 2 Motherload? Dude, lit. You're moving up in the world, bud. We gotta get you to the point where you can do some, like, Mythic 15s. That's the goal. Okay, well, we don't need these signs anymore. Sick. Thought of. Okay. Just making sure, because it's possible for cats, and we really need to encase that, so that way, nothing can get in there and mess up the Hopper minecart from our collection system, our Darkroom Mob Farm collection system. Xbox is the one that has it backwards. Mumble, mumble, mumble. Not true. Xbox came first. The way that the Switch uses its button configuration, I believe, started it would have been after the GameCube. What came after the GameCube? Was it the original Wii? So it would have been one of the Wii alternative controllers. Right? SNES came out before Xbox? No. Wrong. Well, I mean, you're right, but that's not the question. Xbox is the one that has it backwards. It's not, did Xbox or Switch come out first? It's, did the Xbox controller come out first? Or did the modern Switch come out? Or did the modern Switch controller come out first? And the Xbox controller came out, has been largely the same since, you know, the original Xbox, in the early aughts? But the modern Switch button layout was a alternative controller that was made for the Wii, which is only a couple years old. A Buzza Top 360 YouTube with a 100-bit tip. Thanks, my dude. I appreciate you. SNES has the AB configuration of the Switch? Hang on now. SNES controller. I concede. I concede. You're right. Okay, maybe it is Xbox that has it backwards. I totally concede. Xbox is backwards. Okay, so what we need to do next is we need to take the output from the fishing farm and the output from the darkroom mob farm, combine them together, and then run them into the fishing farm storage sorter. Yeah. But the Switch configuration still feels wrong. It came first, they did it first, so we just have to roll over here. It's just because that's what you're acclimated to, for sure. Let's not go outside. Do you have a problem with cats? I had it in my villager breeder and it was very annoying, so I started taming them until I had 10 because then no more would spawn. Yes, I do have a problem with cats, actually. Prevent cat spawns right there. If you tame the cats, does it... Like, I'm debating, like, do I destroy my villager breeder over here to stop cats from spawning? We also have villagers. I see, like, this bed is definitely, I should destroy the other bed so I stop sleeping in it. So that way that bed is never claimed by... Okay, problem solved. Try taming 10 cats? It'll have to happen after we set up the villager, or excuse me, it'll have to happen after we set up the fishing farm storage, so that way we have the fish needed to tame the cats. Okay, so we need to take the fishing farm output is here. Sick. Just breaking the blocks that we know that we could break. How do you hold an N64 controller? The way you're supposed to. With all 3 hands. Clearly. I have no idea what more I can destroy there. Yeah, you hold center. You hold center and right. You never hold left. Who holds left? Also, how do I hide the back of this fishing farm redstone? I could spin it. Maybe. Let's get... Okay, we already have a water bucket. We might be rebuilding the fish farm for like the 5th time in this world. The only thing that we know... Never had a GameCube. I went from the N64 to the Wii. I didn't have an N64 until I was already a man. You wanna know how I came to acquire my N64? If it's such a feels bad story, for whatever dude. My dad never started like a retirement account. My dad, instead of starting a retirement, put every dollar that he would have put into retirement into buying real estate in a college town. And he became like a landlord. Well, you know, the landlord in a college town, at some point he had to... At some point, I don't know if they got evicted or if they just bailed on their lease or what happened. I think they bailed on their lease. And so my dad had to go through and clean out their apartment, and they had left behind their N64. And then my dad goes, well, here you go. It's your N64 now. And I'm like, dude, lit! But also feels bad for those guys. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if there's a different way that we could make this. I think regular retirement accounts and mutual funds are better, but I guess gaining retirement funds from real estate, well, he since sold all of his properties for like huge markups because that college town continued to grow. So I think it was very good for him to invest in real estate. And then... And so for 20 years, he was basically a landlord, and then he sold all of his properties, and now he's put all of that money into proper retirement accounts, and now he just quit his full-on day job to just trade full-time. Nims, you know about the surfing Pikachu thing in yellow? I did it. I have I cheated to do it, but I have a Game Shark, and I gave myself the Surfing Pikachu, and I would do the Surfing Pikachu minigame all the time. All the time. And then I got sad, because I remember I was like 15 years old or something. I got sad that Pikachu no longer followed me because I gave him Surf, so then I overwrote that save and made it just a normal save again. Well, since you have Pokemon Stadium, you can do it with that. That's a good point! I'm trying to figure out if there's a different way that I could set this up. A redstone dragon with a hydrate. I see you. Okay, question. Is it fair to use cheats to bring back old events that will never be re-released? I would say no. Absolutely not. In no way is that cheating. I would almost argue that it's an extremely unfair and manipulative business practice to put out an event that is only around once. And yeah, to further I agree with Gareth as well. Fair is only relative whenever it's two people interacting with each other. If it's you experiencing something completely by yourself in a way that will never interfere with the fun of another person, then there is no definition of fair. If cheating all the way through, like you could say that me setting up AFK farms is unfair. You could. But the only person's experience that it impacts, because this is a single player world, the only person whose experience that impacts is my own. But if I were to set up like an AFK farm in say, an MMO, would that be fair? Oh, maybe not. Probably not. I just want to complete the Pokedex. I wish that there was a bigger reward for completing the Pokedex. Like I want a side game. I want a mini game that happens after the fact. Something. There's a really good Game Boy emulator for Android. I assume for iPhone it's called My Old Boy and My Boy. Well, you should post those ROMs somewhere online. I actually think I have My Old Boy. Yeah, the internet went out last night. The internet went out last night, and I was sitting there like, man, normally I like to watch a show and play like a small online game on my phone right before I go to bed. Is kind of like my wind down period. And last night, without the internet, I was like, holy shit, my entire life is connected to the internet. I can't watch a show because all the shows I watch are on Netflix or on streaming. And I can't play any games on my phone because every game that I want to play on my phone requires internet and the Wi-Fi is out. And of course, you know, I could have connected to data, but I don't have unlimited data, so I'm not going to do that. And I was just sitting there like, dude, existential crisis. If anything is fair or unfair, it's unfair for Nintendo to make it so you can't get all the Pokemon without trading with other people or having multiple consoles cartridges. See, I actually disagree with that one. I think that that's a totally fair mechanic. Because it forces social interaction, and it's not that hard to... I think that it's unfair that Nintendo gates some of the Pokemon behind events, because not everybody can make the events. But I think that I don't think Pokemon would have become the pop culture icon that it is today if everyone would have had the ability to catch 100% of the Pokemon in their own game. By splitting them up a little bit, you're forcing interaction between members of the community, which creates a bigger and better product. I think that was a good thing. What about for people who have no friends and can't trade with other people? Talking about early Pokemon times before online trading. Well, Well, that's fair, or that's not fair because that's looking at it in a bubble. Pokemon clearly learned and said, hey, this is supposed to be a social game. Let's introduce ways to play online and trade online. They learned from those mistakes and then implemented fixes for them in later games. To then say that the later games don't count is an unfair representation, I think. I just don't know how to rebuild this in a way that doesn't have the redstone that overlaps into the hallway. That's what I'm sitting here trying to figure out. Like I wanted to try to spin the redstone. Could I scoot it in? I can't really scoot it in because then it powers this block. The tree farm powers this block, which creates a problem. Didn't mean to fall. I would agree with you completely, Gareth Lar, if Nintendo had never fixed it and never implemented ways for those systems to be corrected. But they clearly learned from their mistakes and implemented systems for exactly that case. So yes, you could. I agree that that was a mistake in the early games, but I don't know. I don't know if you change it still, because without that forced interaction, I don't know if Pokemon would have become what it became. Yeah, I think that we just put it back. I think that we just live with a little thing in the hallway. Dude, lit. Okay, so I guess we're not going to change anything about that. Do we change anything about the collection system? I could just put the fishing rod. I'm gonna put that in there for now. Because this is coming out, yeah? Probably. And then we need to take... It needs to come up and over. Probably one block over from the redstone, so probably right here. I don't have any soul sand. Okay, so that's to represent the hole that it'll need to move through. Can you place a banner on the torch to hide it? I probably will do something very similar to that. Yo, where's our... There he is. What up, buddy? Doing a good job collecting all the items for us? Okay, no items to collect. Feels bad. But I'm Team Instinct anyway. Of course you're Team Instinct. Disgusting. Who even plays Team Instinct? No one. Like 10%. Gross. Actually, in my hometown, the college's colors there were yellow. It was like yellow and black. So there's a huge representation of yellow there. Wait, what did I need? soul sand. That's what I needed. Let's just grab them both, because we're going to be moving over from the mob farm as well. What do you want from me? You chose instinct. You did that to yourself. I wonder if there's like a different way that maybe I could move that redstone around. That hides it just a little bit better. Hang on. Let's give it a try. So the only thing is the timings can't change, because that's pretty important. But instead of being off the side like this, and then having redstone right here, I wonder if we could take... If we could take the torch straight out the top, and then somehow take that, because that's a lot less invasive. Even if we still have that hole there, it's so much less obvious. And then if we could take that redstone and like loop it down over here. Okay, so let's take a look. The wall. We're curving it there, but not here. Because this is part of the dark room mob farm. Makes sense. Which means that this curves. And then this is wall. This making sense to everybody? Cover up your naughty hole. I'm working on it. Doslor with the hydrate. Thanks so much, my dude. So we've also got to be careful not to connect. Well, hang on a sec. So the big thing that needs to happen hang on a second. We might not even need to do this. We're gonna leave it for the short term. So what we really need to do is invert a signal off of this into the whatchamacallit. Couldn't that be done? I need scaffolding. That one was kind of intentional. Okay, so it might end up powering that at awkward times is the only problem that I'm seeing. So what my thought was is if we place a torch right there, it powers correctly, and then we would just need to somehow take a redstone signal out of this guy and with no delay power this torch. What's instinct? So in Pokemon Go, so what they were talking about, do you play Go? They're talking about playing Pokemon Go, and in Pokemon Go, you would choose between 3 teams. You would choose between Valor, Mystic, or Instinct, or Red, Blue, and Yellow. It was something like 45% of everyone went red, 45% of everyone went blue, and only 10% of people went yellow. Which, you know, red and blue were everybody likes red and blue. But how many people chose yellow? Why, whose favorite? There's a ton of people out there that like the color blue. There's a ton of people out there that like the color red. Not very many people say that their favorite color is yellow. Anyway, it's just a super underrepresented color, and it kind of became a joke in the community that, oh, you're yellow. Haha, okay. So see, I could definitely do something like this, and then I could do, there's our torch. But then how do I get the torch to only power that block there? And it's like, well, we run into collision problems with the tree farm. Conversely, that's an unnecessary block. I need to get an inverted signal out of the tripwire. That doesn't interfere with this. I mean, technically, that is open as well. But we run into, you can see that we might run into some problems here. Is there any redstone on the side of this white? Is there any reason that we can't go here? That's a problem. But can't we fix that problem by just separating them? There's the issue. This redstone is connecting to that tripwire. Which can't happen. Not impressed, and it does sound offensive. Wait, not impressed by what? I'm so confused. So, Pokemon Go. Yeah, no. Yeah. So there were 3 teams, and they would all kind of compete with each other to be gym leaders. And yeah, they would compete with each other to become gym leaders. And you would team up with other players on your same team to accomplish goals and tasks. So all the red people get together, all the blue people get together, and the yellow people just cry in a corner because there's no one that plays yellow. And like, that's the joke. You could build ugly and place a signal from inside the room. I can't do it from inside the room because then we run into issues of the experience orbs not being able to track to the player correctly. So as an example, I could go here. Does that still work? Holy crap, it might still work. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. Oh no. Well, that's getting shipped way off. But this technically works. Does it? We have to put a hopper underneath this slab. Now it technically works, right? Build ugly function first. Well, if we clean up this room and get rid of like all of the horrendous textures that we have inside here, this wouldn't be that ugly. And then all of that comes together. So that way, the outside can be pretty. Actually, I don't even think that this is important. Oh, it's a good thing that we had that hole there. Okay, so that is important because that's holding water in. Awesome. Thank you, Repo. And is that... So I guess here's the big test. Should still work. I guess we'll chill on that. Looks like it works. The cobblestone is the cobblestone is historic. I don't remove it unless you have a bunch of pink terracotta. Oh my god, no. The cobblestone, it's so busy. And then why did we try to use diorite? It's so bad. Our wolves could use some healing too. I didn't mean to fall into the hole. It needs more pink emoji. Gotta be a tier 2 sub for that one. I did not want to see it very often. Hell, I think this means that we get to move... Do we just keep taking this up? Yeah, why not? Make it a proper chimney. How much higher do you think we should go? I can't go too high because then we... Nah, because clearly this is there. Okay, so we're fine. Just a little bit more to separate it from the tree farm. Maybe one more after this. I don't have any stone brick slabs, so we're gonna use some of these guys' slabs. Sick. To the build limit? No, we're not going to the build limit. Just high enough that monsters can't accidentally walk in there. So it had to be above the tree farm. Realistically, we should slab the top of the tree farm too, but I think that the top of the tree farm is lit enough that there's no problem. How do I build up? Weird. Hang on, let me go get that. What was it? It was like a block of something. It should be... Yeah, right there. Polished diorite. Okay. That's what we should add to the world. Is we should add some soundboards into the world using note blocks. So when we push a button, it can make the do-do-do-do-do-do-do, like the "you found a secret" from Legend of Zelda, or a new life sound, whenever... Yeah, that would be cool. Boop-a-doop-boop-a-doop-a-doop. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So now we can move this over one, which is kind of convenient. Into this corner, and then we could use this corner to go up and over, right? I'm not very good at scaffolds yet. Go ahead, experiment with note blocks. What could go wrong? Oh my gosh. Okay. That's good. That's good. So we need soul sand. To go here. So from this point, I need to have a dropper. We need to have some hoppers. I think we need to have a minecart hopper. A Zelda secret sound in Minecraft. Oh, dude, he found a tutorial for it.
Okay. Right here, and it's so easy to build. You can pretty much build into anything. As you can see, I just have a pressure plate on it. You can use it for a doorbell, just anything you really want. You can use it to control your...
Okay.
I just love it. I mean, it's so easy to build too. All right, guys, so let's start building this thing. All right, so...
All right, guys. Okay, guys. We're gonna start building the thing, guys. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Guys, don't forget to join my Discord. Guys, don't forget to... I like it. But guys, I don't know how I feel about it, guys. Guys is a non-gendered term. Come on. Come on now. It's like dude. Dude is a non-gendered term. I think I destroy a good chunk of this. Yeah, because I need to know that that's whatchamacallit. We also need to get some hopper mine carts. It's like saying bruh. Yeah, bruh. Oh, hey. It's almost like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6. Well, I need to get some more freaking things. this means that... Okay, so we just need to do an inventory dump. Terracotta is not something that we need. Iron bars aren't something that we need. Diorite's not something that we need. Bookshelves aren't. Flint and steel isn't. Netherrack isn't. I think everything else is somehow relevant. Hi, how are the farms coming? Really good. Really good. We're almost done with the fishing farm upgrades that allow it to interface with the fishing farm storage sorter. Okay. R-H-Y-D-Z. Reeds? Reeds. That's what I'm gonna call you. Okay. Quick test. Quick test. I don't think that you were here at the very beginning. Okay, so these are items. Picked up the iron. Each one of these blocks is supposed to be representative of something that comes out of a fishing farm. Could you tell me what this item is that comes out of a fishing farm? Because we don't want to use item frames. So it's got to be a real item. Salmon. Dude, he got it. Salmon. Okay. This one should be super easy. What is this one supposed to represent? Here, let's do both of these two. Leather horse armor. No, it's got to come out, Repo, it's got to come out of a fishing farm. While I agree, this does look like honey, the honey does not come out of a fishing farm. Clownfish and pufferfish, yeah. So then we get some really weird ones in here. Like, this is ink sacs. This, string. This, you might think that it would be sticks, because sticks do drop from fishing farms. But no, we're gonna represent this for tripwire hooks. And this one is probably the most important item of all. And again, this is for 116 fishing farms, so we're not gonna have no treasure items. It can't be treasure items. So the most important item, what does this represent from a fishing farm? Why not just put a tripwire hook on it? We're trying to remove all of the item entities in the world. Oh, not the item entities, but tile entities in the world. I'm not sure if a tripwire hook is a tile entity or not. However, what I do know is that if we put a tripwire hook hanging off the side of one block, but none of the others, it would look very strange. Like, actually it kind of blends in with the wood texture. Wow, it blends in so well with the wood texture. It even has lines at the same point. Kind of wild how well that blends in. Like, the tripwire works so well, but the problem with the tripwire is if we put iron on it, it would look so bizarre. Nothing else has tripwire. I think it's weird. I think it's weird. But this one This special guy right here with the blandest of bland. Leather. We have no other way of getting leather in this world. I'm not building a cow farm or anything like that. I know that there's what. I think what I want to do is I want a hopper facing that way. And then I want a hopper facing... This is gonna be difficult for spacing. Because we need to get the... Christopher with the hydrate, while I think. So I need to get a hopper to come out of that. I need to get a hopper minecart in there because I want to make sure that I collect 100% of the items and not 99% of the items. And right now it only collects 99% of the items. 99% of the items. So we want 100, and we get 100 by adding in a hopper minecart. So that means that this is a hopper facing, and it doesn't need to be down. It could be any direction. It could be to the side. It could be... What if we have... Okay. Just curious what would happen there. Maybe it does have to be a hopper? Because it has to be a solid thing that can hold the water in. So maybe this is the one that faces down. And then this is the one that faces into the side. This one's not the one that faces down. It's... that one that faces down, because we have a rail on top of it. And then on that rail, we place our minecart with hopper. Oh wait, this needs to go up one then. And then the question becomes, how much room do I have here? This is real cobblestone, not placeholder cobblestone, okay. We know that we made this too thick, so I know that I can destroy a good chunk of this. And now I'm 1 block immediately above the chamber where the skeletons are getting processed. Wait, what? Buy me? I went to play my guitar. Oh, see you later, Emily. Take care. I didn't see your message. Can you just make a NIMS 2 for the entire world? Something that I was thinking about and something that I really want to do is I want to do a world tour. Maybe just for YouTube. Let me collect my thoughts. You know, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna mine that out anyway. I would love to do a world tour showing how interconnected the entirety of this world is. I would love to say, hey, look, YouTube, I have been here, I have been making content, it's just been live streamed on Twitch. We need to kill him because he collected an item. It's just been live streamed on Twitch. Here's the thing that we made, and then a walkthrough, a tour of this world. I think that would be a very interesting video. I wonder if you could take a more complicated look, like a more, obviously in that video we don't want to get like a super in-depth, we don't want a super thorough build. However, we could probably still take a more in-depth look at it in like some sort of secondary video. Hang on. So we want a dropper. Let's just keep going. So maybe. I definitely want to make a video for YouTube that's like a world tour. Hey, here's where we are. Here's what we've been up to. That definitely, I want that to happen. However, I don't know if we would be able to make some sort of guide. This world is so big and complicated that even to break it up into its individual pieces, like just the Iron Golem farm is probably like a 15-minute video. Just to do the Darkroom Mob farm is probably another 15-20 minute video. The skeleton farm took me 12 minutes. The fishing farm took me 7. I mean, a honey farm. I need to make a honey farm. I need to make a potato carrot farm. We'd have to make a villager breeder. We'd have to make the tree farm was like a 17-minute video, something like that. I'm saying that each individual part is probably hundreds of hours. I mean, to do this world is hundreds of hours of content. Is this real? Okay. Anyway, so back here, I just don't know if it'd be possible. So we have that in place. A dropper goes there. Where does that go? Okay. It's exactly where I expected it to go. So make a series. I mean, isn't that what a Let's Play is? And there is a dispenser clock, or a dropper clock. The moment anything is added to this, it's going to get shot out. And it'll only ever trigger when we're actually in the fishing farm. Okay, so then we need... Scaffolding is easily the greatest block that they've introduced in a long time. I love scaffolding so much. The video might end up at 15 to 20 hours long, but I'm up for that. It couldn't be a tutorial. That would be like a life goal to make it a tutorial. The amount of time and effort that I put into making a tutorial series, the way I present it must be done correctly in one take. I can't have any verbal goffs. I have to clearly and concisely communicate every last bit of information. People are watching those videos with the intent of learning and being able to recreate the thing that I'm showing them how to do. And if I do it badly, then there's no way that person... I'm not giving the person who's trying to build the thing the tools to do it well if I do it badly. And because of that, I refuse anything other than exceptional quality in a tutorial. There's no way that I can make a straight through thing that's 15 to 20 hours long. It's just wild, man. I don't know, scaffolding is great, but honey blocks are totally sweet. Oh, he's got the jokes. They're pretty sweet. Yeah, that's okay. None of those are redstone related. This is probably going to be the most interesting water stream I've ever had to do. Because I think the water stream is actually... When an item is shot out, where is it created from? So could we? Oh, definitely not. But where's the redstone? This never becomes powered. It's that becomes powered. So there's a chance... How do I always pick up one more iron? That looks pretty good. So, interestingly, I think what we do, and ooh lord, is this spacing getting tight. I think what we do is we have... Hopefully that wasn't anything important. Okay. I can't even access it anymore. Okay, so this doesn't need to go down. That's just for short-term stuff. So what I'm hoping... I can't get myself to enter fly mode. So what I'm hoping is that the momentum from the dropper shooting the item out will be so aggressive that it will push it correctly into the water stream, where it then moves over here and everything happens the way that it should. I'm out. This is so interesting to me. This is such a hyper-specific use for this, but if it works the way that I hope it does, we need kelp and what, another water bucket? I don't need the cod anymore. And my water bucket needs to get filled. Well, I gotta go. Christopher, take care, my dude. Have a good night, man. And stay safe. Stay healthy. Because then I also need what, another trap door there? Oh, nope, I gotta go in from the top now. So see, this water here is flowing forward, and I'm hoping that the ice will provide enough momentum so it's gonna get shot out from the dropper. I mean, this looks good. This looks like exactly how I envisioned. And then we place kelp from here all the way up, all the way back down. And then I want all of that sand, or all of that dirt. And then we need 1 soul sand. Does this make sense? So the momentum of the dropper is shooting it forward till it aligns with this wall. Then it just sits inside of this on top of ice for... My desk is squeaking slightly. I need to like tighten some stuff. Tighten some stuff up. And then it aligns itself against this wall where it then intersects with this water stream, which pushes it forward, and it gets pushed forward into here, and hopefully... And that's a bubble elevator. So from here, we're gonna go... Gonna be careful not to fall into that. No. Did that have it? Does it consistently have enough momentum? It looks like it does. Sick! And again, let's go put 21 right there. And now that should be doing the exact same thing. Hey, I used your skeleton farm today, and it's crazy. Dude! I'm glad it worked out well for you. And there's our 21 dirt. I have the skeleton farm built. You can see, well, you can see the, what I call the handle of it, right here. And then they go over, and then they fall down into this area. I need to feed my wolves. Some of them are a little low on health. That's all good. And now the goal would be to take the output of this flow of items didn't mean to do that. The output of this flow of items and carry it over top this. Over top this, and then deposit those items into the storage. Awesome. Awesome. We are so freaking close. But unfortunately, this is going to be the end of the stream. I really appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. You should have the items double press the forward key so they dash through the water. I wish. I wish. AA alkaline. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. But I will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. To finish this build. Wednesdays are always kind of a shorter stream. I've got to go make dinner for girlfriend. I'm pretty starving too. I think we're making burritos tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'll creep on the neighbors a little bit too. Chat room, you're wonderful. Thank you so much. We got a bunch of new subs tonight. Candy Rabbits, Vicomies, and then Grignard and Buzztop with the subs and the bits. Thank you guys so much. You're wonderful. Thank you for the love and support. I will be back same time, same place tomorrow night.